The book of Psalms, of course, is filled with prayers in song fashion. The word Psalms is songs, and these are prayers recorded. Most of them are for instruction or praising God or asking for things, supply. And then you have penitential prayers, and that's a prayer prayed by a fellow who's seeking repentance. And it's a prayer for God to forgive. It's a confessional that the person is a criminal, and this is repentance. Now, sometimes we have in the Psalms what we call imprecatory prayers. And imprecatory prayers are prayers for God to damn different people and different groups. There's a number of them. The most important one is Psalm 109. And these are prayers for God to curse people and groups. And these prayers can be prayed by Jesus Christ. And they're speaking through the writer of the Psalms before Christ shows up to die for sinners. But many of them, for example, Psalm 129, have reference to Judas Iscariot and his enemies. And the one who said to Judas, "Friend, from whence comest thou?" Says that, "Let him be clothed with cursing, and take his bishopric from him," his place. That is done in Acts chapter 1. And what it is, it's a prayer for national repentance. It's the prayer of God's chosen people, in this particular case, the Old Testament, the Jew, his chosen people with his chosen city, Jerusalem. And it's a prayer that confesses their sin, the sins of the whole nation. And the wording is perfect and could be applied, every word of it could be applied to every person in the United States of America right now. And when he's praying there in that penitential prayer of repentance and getting right, he's in captivity in Babylon after Nebuchadnezzar has come in and destroyed the whole nation and put him into slavery for 70 years, thereby giving you the handwriting on the wall. Daniel chapter 9, penitential prayer. This is Daniel praying for his own people. "And I prayed to the Lord my God, and made my confession, and said," quote, here comes the prayer, "O Lord, the great and dreadful God." You never prayed like that. A lot of Christians don't think God is great and dreadful. They think the fear of the Lord is a reverential trust, which is a crock full of baloney. The great and dreadful God, that's the one Christ told you to be afraid of. How is it that you people that profess to know Jesus Christ don't know anything about him? How is that? One time his disciples said about fear, they asked him about it, and he said, "Don't be afraid of those that can destroy the body, but fear him who is able to destroy both body and soul in hell." You think that's a reverential trust? That's Christ telling you who to be afraid of. You know what Paul said to you saved people? You tiptoe through the tulips, working for the middle-class rich ladies to get the money. Do you know what he had for you? Pauline in the Pauline epistles. He said, "Work out your salvation with fear and trembling." You think that's reverential trust? You're getting sold the devil's line. What you're getting sold out of your new Bible, they ain't worth a dime.